My challenge for today is to get 3 in a row. Challenge completed. Okay, that was it. Oh yeah, I should have set the bar a little higher maybe. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Alright, 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 it's fine. It's totally fine. So, we are in a place. It's a new place. That's the idea, right? It's a new place. It's Mount Zagreus, or Zagreus? Zagreus. We have some collections to do here. We have some quests to do here. We have, apparently, is that that's a new zone. I thought it was a dungeon. Okay, we have a new zone to do here. I don't think this area is going to take us very long to power through. I think it's a quick one. And then there's more areas coming up. We're going to get started. We're going to get started. Hey, Lucas, what's up? Yeah, I'm here. You finally made it off the first continent. Ash is... Wait. Are you past me already? Or am I also still... Am I off the first continent already? Hold on. Is this still the first continent? No. No. I'm still on the... Yeah, I'm still on the first continent. Here, I'm here. Rethramus is where I started. Yeah. Okay. This is the continent, right? And now I'm over here in Luterra. I came from Udia. Then there's more Luterra over here. Jesus. Do I have to go through here as well before I leave the continent? Yikes. Accordion. Yo. The new passive tree for mapping is nice, though. Because there's no way to do it wrong. You just take passives that affect the what you want in game. Points are also super front loaded. That's nice. Yeah, so I don't think there's a rush to jump into Lost Ark. Like, you're not gonna fall behind. You're not gonna, like, you know, there's no with the server queues the way they are right now and the traffic and stuff. I'd say you're okay. You know, it's fine. It's okay. Chill. What I'm saying is chill. There's no rush. Alright. So, there's a story here that you can pick up. The game has little, like... There you go. Little investigations you can do. They're side stories. This is the well ghost story. At the wall, a woman with eerily long hair was drawing water. The rusty pulley screeched. The woman looked and waved at Soldier Burton, urging him to follow her. She glided across the ground, her feet invisible. Scared out of his mind, Burton ran to the barracks as fast as his feet could carry him. Lady Ghost, by the well, no feet! Half awake, his comrades trudged towards the well, rubbing their eyes. No one was there. This Zagreus fortress is a military base. If you've seen a woman, it's got to be Merchant Ermi. Stop making a fuss and go to bed. Okay. Okay. Next one's over here. Let's check. It's good. It's good. This is going to be a good one. I think it's going to be a tragic tale. Next one's over here. This is the merchant. Soldier Burton, as he paid Ermi for the potions, told her about the female ghost at the well. Oh my gods! I wasn't there yesterday. I went to Luterra Castle to get potion ingredients. An awkward silence fell over him. You must really have seen a ghost. Be careful. Rumor has it some soldiers have been possessed by spirits. That night, Burton couldn't sleep, haunted by the image of the female ghost and their encounter. He jumped out of his bed and walked to the well. The ghost was there, as if waiting for him. And, as if possessed, Burton followed her to the eastern ruins. Oh, Burton. Burton, that's a mistake, Burton! Let's go check the eastern ruins. So what percentage of the game did the beta make up? I don't know. I didn't get very far in the beta. I have no idea. I actually sort of discussed it with Helene a little bit, and it's like, at the end of the day, for me, if I play, you know, 10 more hours, 20 more hours, 30 more hours, it doesn't matter, because this game came at the price of free, and I have already gotten my enjoyment out of it. I must tell you, I'm good. I'm happy. I'm actually just happy. So, you know, whatever else happens, it has been fun. I think that, for the most part, this shit, you know, the combat, it's enough. I've gotten my fun out of it by just experiencing this combat and having the ability to do it a bunch of times and like test all these different cool abilities out and whatever. I'm happy, even if I quit the game today. Yeah, it was time well spent. I feel like that's how most people should actually look at it, and that's how most people should go about approaching a game like this. Not to be rude or anything, but being happy is not a high bar. Oh, but it's the bar that you should strive to reach, dude. It's like, you know, if you jump into a game, you need to feel like you're not wasting time. You need to feel like you are having fun. And you need to feel like, at the end of it, you've been satisfied. You need to just enjoy the time that you spend in the game. And by you, I mean me. You as a person playing the game. So, if I played this, and I had a good time, boom. It wasn't a waste. I don't leave dissatisfied. I'm okay. So, yeah, like, I feel like it, and if you, Accordion, you Hassenhut, you Taraxa, you Ash, you playing the game, and you haven't got your enjoyment out of it after you spent 15 to 20 hours in the game, after you spent 30 hours in the game, that's obviously not as good for you. If you have to play 40 hours or 50 hours to get your enjoyment, if it starts only picking up then you might have to stick with it longer, and you might have to actually see it through a little bit more. But I'm saying, for me, I could stop right now and I'd be happy. And yeah, I mean, I came into this knowing that it was a decent game. I came into this knowing that there was a lot of content. Helene said she was a little overwhelmed by the new features and systems that they throw at you a little bit later. We're going to get there soon, so we'll see how it goes. But for now, for me, it's been, yeah. Let's see, here's the last part. The female ghost whom Soldier Burton followed disappeared into thin air. When he came to his senses, he was standing in front of the skeletal remains of a man with hundreds of unsent letters scattered about him. 666th letter. Honey, everyone else is dead. I'm the only one alive. Yeah, those two kind of come together. I want to get away from this place, but I keep finding myself in the same spot. Please save me. Each letter was numbered differently, but all of them had the same message. Burton looked at the gold ring on the man's finger. This ring looks familiar. Where have I seen it? He touched his ring finger and felt the solid gold ring around it. What a short horror story. That's amazing, dude. I actually love stories like that, where they can have like a satisfying beginning, middle, and end. And sort of have it feel like, wow, man, oh my god, poor Burton. Like, what the shit, guy? He got done dirty. I like it, man. I like it. Yeah, I feel like the combat has been doing a good job of holding my attention. That alone, like... And Helene also said, and we discussed it briefly, and I told her, like, I think the late game sort of resolves it. But, like, the one thing that... And I agree with her on this, is that sometimes the combat ends too quickly. And sometimes you feel kind of useless in the boss fights. Not useless, helpless. Because the bosses, like, they chain attacks, and they, like, keep pounding away at you, and all you get is one little dodge. And that kind of makes it difficult. I know that it's there's probably a good way of playing around it with abilities like this, you know? You can use abilities as dodges, but boss fights are a little difficult, and that's when shit actually gets spicy. So it would be nice if it got spicy, plus you had another dodge. On top of that, I think that the combat in the open world, right now at least, in these areas, is a little bit too quick. You don't really get to use your abilities, you know? But again, at higher level, when you're not playing through the story, I think that they definitely give you more health on the mobs and like, you know, more to go with. I just feel like right now they made the story of the game very easy to try and keep people playing and help them feel really cool, I suppose. I get that as well. Like, I understand that. You know, give people a fantastic time and a great experience, so that they can be hooked, you know. It's whatever. I'm having fun. Oh yeah. So I think, I don't know if it's the only classes that are support classes, but as Helene says, Paladin and Bard are support. I don't know, man. Like this is an action RPG at its core. People might like think this is an MMO, but it's an action RPG at its core with a lot of extra systems and features on it. And like at the end of the day, it's going to play a lot like an action RPG where support is great, healing is awesome, but it's not something you need. You're still actually going to rely on chugging potions to stay alive. And I think that for the most part, you will augment your party, you will buff your party and stuff like that. And that's great. It's awesome. It helps. But it's not something that you need. But I do like that. Like, Paladin looked really cool. Apparently Buffadin, or whatever you want to call it, is a big deal. People like it. People play it. And it is a lot of fun. So, yeah, I mean, I like that. I like that. I'm going up here now. Oh, I'm watching another... I've got a Twitch stream open somewhere. Apparently there's like a hoverboard mount you can get. We'll see how that goes, I guess. When we get it. I haven't got it yet. Oh, yeah, and no support class or build is in any way ever going to be like barred from solo content or bad at solo content. You play the game, man. You play the, like, everything is doable with your support. Like, there's no real support class. You know, I actually saw in my abilities here, one of my favorite abilities, it might have been this one, I think. No, it's not this one. Anyway, I had one that buffed my teammates. I can't remember where it is. Is it this one? No. Deadly Finger. No. Pulverizing Palm. There. Attack power, 6% for all party members for 8 seconds. Actually pretty good, dude. Actually pretty good. So like, that's just one thing. And there's obviously more of them, obviously. But like, yeah, it's not... You can get little bits and pieces there in your talent trees as well to try and finish things up. But I wouldn't like go full on support. That's one thing I'll say, because I don't think you can. But I've been hearing lots of good things about the classes that run support stuff anyway, like Bard.
Prince Thyrane sent you? No way.
What do you mean, no way? But of course, Prince Thyrane's finally... that jerk regent's gonna wet himself. After all, the rightful king has finally appeared. It's time for my pretty pigeons to take action. Let's see. What the heck? They're all sick? Oh dear. Must be some kind of contagious disease. This isn't good. This is an emergency. Please, go get some crystal water. It's a special spring water found in Mount Zagros. It does wonders for this type of disease. Otherwise, I'll let our prince down. I'm counting on you. Also, yeah, there's no DPS healer tank. But there is DPS in healing and tanking, by the way. As far as I understand, there are ways that you can take the boss's attention and keep it. And there's also, obviously, ways of healing. But you don't need to do it. Like, you gotta play the game, you know. Ah, never seen you around here before. Is this fruit? William sent you. Oh, I see. It's an antidote. Thank you. Okay. Things were about to get really bad. I'll hurry and pass this out to everyone. Actually, I brought this up because a monster tiger called Rigiet is living in the southern hills. He's fearsome and ferocious, and sometimes comes all the way to the fortress just to hurt people. We tried to catch it before, but many have died or lost limbs. Please, hunt it down. Okay. Sure, I'll hunt it down. Sure. I must say, like, my highlight of the game, absolute highlight, is like a two-parter. The gameplay, moment to moment, and the abilities and the augmentation of them. Like I just feel like this is actually... It's sort of like the Diablo system where they had the runes that you could put on your abilities that you unlock as you level. But, in my opinion, better. Because they give you a little talent tree that makes it feel sort of, you know, more complex, while it's not actually that much more complex. Okay, and you get to make choices, branching choices that affect things in different ways, and then when you get to like the final abilities here that change the skill entirely, and like for real, it's awesome. Like, it's really cool. Just for anyone that maybe hasn't seen it, I will, because I'm going to reset these abilities now anyway. I want to show you, like, as an example, just a quick display of what's available. If I show you, like, as let's take that one. Okay, so exquisite attack. on my point ability, right? Check what it looks like. So this is 4 small palms, right? You drop the ability here. It looks like that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, they're not really small, but it's a bunch of hands that drop down from the sky. Yo, Dave. Good morning. That's the one. And then the other ulti is completely different. I have to wait for the cooldown. It's a different, entirely different way of presenting it. Plus, on top of that, you can change the damage. As an example here, from fire to cold. One knocks back and one freezes and one burns, and then this one paralyzes instead of knocking them down. But like this one, completely different. Like, the idea of it's nothing brand new, but I just feel like the implementation and the presentation of it is great. Implementation being like, you have a great skill tree, easy to understand tooltips, nice way of giving you different elements on your attacks and different utility. Things like, you know, cooldown less, extra range, extra damage, or in different cases there's defensive options and stuff like that as well. And then the presentation, you actually see the ability changing like in real time when you use it. Now it's a frosty hand. It's so nice. It's so nice. It's like you could think, oh my god, that's basic. Yes, that's the idea. It's presented in a basic way to be easily understandable, but still offers a lot of customization. It's sick. It's really well done. I love it, man. I love it. My favorite so far. I really like Tempest Blast here. It's really nice. I like this one. But I'm trying new stuff, and I'm trying to sort of see where I'm, you know, where I'm gonna settle with it. Because like there's still a few that I'm not 100% about yet. Like, what is this? Let me just check this one out. Yeah. That's my favorite ability. I love that one. Yeah, like guys, no matter what, I love that one. I'm putting my abilities back in there. It's great. It's great. Fires flashing light on light energy on hit stuns foes for 3 seconds. Restore. What do we do? I don't need to restore energy. We'll stun foes. Yeah. Shorten charge up time. Charge mode. I actually haven't tried this. Let's try that. Jesus! That's cool, but I prefer the fire and forget it style. So, okay. That's cool though. That's cool. That's cool. We have to stay at target quickly. I don't have my abilities yet, but like I have to wait for this to cool down to finish quickly. That's cool. Okay, here we go. I can do it now. The width is just better, right? Oh, but discharging quicker is also really good. Yeah, let's go for the snipe rather. And this one does more damage to named mobs. 100% more damage to named mobs. That's like really good, dude. Oh, for each foe hit, reduces cooldown. Holy crap, that's sick. Oh my god, wait. Yeah. Oh my god. Hey, that's cool. I'm gonna try that. Okay, and then I can put the rest. I think point is like really good as well. So we'll take range. Damage. Damage is good. Deadly Finger is one of my top. Well, Magnetic is also a top. We'll put it in those two. There we go. Okay. Good to go. I just love the customization in this game, man. It's sick. Poison. That's kind of weird. This guy's got a lot of health. Oh. He's got a lot of health. Where the heck am I now? Up here? Oh, there's a bunch of cocoa seeds here, dude. What the heck? How far am I going down here? This is sick. Nice. This is also one of my favorite parts of the game. So my favorite 3 parts, My two favorites is like the cool abilities and then the fun combat, and my third favorite is actually the collectibles. I don't know why, but like running outside the map and collecting things, like you're outside the bounds of the map. It feels so old school, and I love it. You know, I'm speaking as someone who's not played Zelda, so like I realize I'm like missing out on a large portion of that in my gaming education, but like still, it resonates with me. It's like finding the treasure behind the waterfall. It's good. It's real good, man. It's real good. And yeah, I mean, I'm not organically or naturally finding this. I've got a map open, but it doesn't matter. It's enjoyable to me finding it. So like the idea of how I find it, who cares, man? It's the idea of just the thing. Finding it is what I want. That's what I want.
Good. The pigeons will feel better soon.
Good. I've already tied the messages to their feet. Just need to open the cage door. That does not sound like a pigeon.
You're suffering under the rule of Regent Sherritt. Your days of misery will soon be over. I vow to bring the usurper to justice and take back Luterra Castle.
Dun dun dun.
Thank goodness. A new hope dawns upon Luterra.
Hey, adventurer. Pigeons are feeling swell thanks to you. They probably will fly out to every corner of Luterra now. Oh, right. Oh, what was his name? Armin, was it? There's a priest looking for you. Why don't you go see him? Dun dun. Dude, I'm almost there. When I level, I'm getting a new ability. Exciting. Hey, Taraxa, I was talking about the Nintendo Game & Watches. I said that if I ever get some expendable money that I can use on something that's really not something you should buy, if I get some money that I can waste, I will buy one of those little Nintendo Game & Watches with Zelda 1 and 2 on it for Lillian to play. And I'm going to let her play through Zelda. I will reward her greatly if she can make it through Zelda 1 and 2. Or Mario. There's also the Mario one. I don't know. For whatever reason, I just love the idea of it. It's cute. Those little things are cute. But I want to play that, man. You know, I want to play the Zelda games. But you know what I'd like to do is I'd probably like to play Breath of the Wild first. So, he really took down Rigiet. People at the fortress can rest easy now. The creature caused so much trouble for everyone. I'm sure everyone appreciates what you've done. I know I do. There it is, dude. There it is. Oh, no, that's the roster that leveled. Shit. Boring. I mean, I don't... Maybe it's not. I should get rid of these dots here so I know when I get something new. Anyway, let's go. I still need 3 cocoa seeds. Where are they? 1, 2... Huh. I have no idea. 1, 2 here. There's 1, 2... And then there's a third one, like, hidden somewhere or something. Couldn't tell you. Don't know. 2 here. Oh. Oh, shitballs. There's 1 right here. How do I mark on the map? Share. Yeah, I know, dude. I know, that's exactly what I like about Zelda. It's like, hey, guy, here you playing the game. Shit, you're on your own. Cheers. I love it, dude. I actually really love that about it. But like, because this is the thing, is that as long as you can sort of just play, as long as you have something to do, I think you can still be engaged. And I think that that's one of the things that newer games, and I mentioned this last night, this grass is really nice looking, by the way. I like the wind. Like, the gentle fog coming through here, the wind in the grass, and then the leaves and stuff, it all comes together nicely to make it actually look pretty realistic. So like, it actually teaches a whole lot of problem solving and like, not outside the box thinking, but actually just thinking. Because I must tell you, a lot of like the mobile games and stuff that Lillian plays right now, not much thinking in there. It's like holding your finger on the button and that's that, you know?
There you are, adventurer.
What up? Treatment of the poisoned victims in Zagor's fortress is nearly complete. However, it seems they're terribly short on supplies. Everyone's having a particularly tough time due to the shortage of the iron we use to make weapons. A gentleman named Meehan tells me there's an abandoned fortress nearby. He said there must be weapons left behind from previous war, and he planned to retrieve them. However, it would be too risky to send the soldiers, who are still recovering from being poisoned. Would you be able to bring the weapons instead of the soldiers? Sure. Greetings, adventurer. The new recruits sometimes wander into the Eastern Ruins, only to get themselves killed by or badly hurt there. Word is that there are ghosts out there. If it's alright with you, could you possibly lay them to rest? That's alright with me. What's this box? Why does he stand with it under his arm perpetually?
Damn it. What are those guys?
Murray! Did you know there's a fortress to the east of here? Someone mentioned it, yes. 5 centuries ago, one of the battles against the demons was fought there during the Chain War. No one knows exactly what happened anymore, or the details were lost to history. They say that there's a tombstone there. If you happen to go to the Eastern Ruins, could you check out the tombstone? What a random thing to ask. They say there's a tombstone there. I'll do it. I have one fruit to go and find quickly. Do you have your skateboard mount, Helene? Is it cool? There's a picture in Discord. Okay. Fine, I'm gonna look at it right now. You guys have sold me on this by not saying anything. The heck? Let's go. I'm gonna check this out. Guys. Hey, what are these? There's some characters here. Who's this? Dumbledore? Hey! Dumbledore the sorceress? God, I like it, man. She's beautiful. Man, I don't know what it is, but I like the... maybe it's the fringes. I like the fringes. But then you know what I like even more? That hairstyle. Hell yes. I'm sorry, house nerds. I'm sorry. I like your scrapper more than your sorceress. But it's a me thing. It's the short hair. It's the color. It's the curl. It's the big buff arm weapons. I dig it, dude. I dig it. I mean, the boob window, it has its appeal. It's okay. That's fine. But like, you know, the rest of it's kind of sick too. And then Helene posted this. This is the new... Why is there wood on there? What? That's not what I expected at all. And the half a pair of trousers. Yeah, dude. That's also kind of sick. Yes, but I've got the same on, right? Oh, she's looking skimpy as heck as well. Look at this. But this is kind of interesting, right? This is the mount you get from Twitch drops. Okay, 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 I like it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. The horse was really... like, the horse... it's a weird situation, man. The horse is, like, kind of weird. I don't know if I like it either, but... I see people running around on foxes and wolves and stuff. Where are those from? Those would be nice. It's a weird mount. You get this from watching 4 hours on the big Twitch streams. I'll say right now. I'll say right now. If I was you, I'd rather watch my stream. Drops or no? Drops or no? Regardless, I just watch the stream instead. But I do say that you can also open another stream in another window, minimize the window, turn it to what, like 160p, and then you can just leave it running in the background. That's what I do. I've actually got a stream running in the background right now, so I can get my stupid mount, and that's cool as well. That's cool as well. Anyway, the mount is okay. I like that they give free stuff, and I think that everyone in the like gaming. How do you get into the Lost Ark drop program? So like you have to go to the website and just like I think that Lost Ark Twitch drops, like the first result. There it is. Yeah, the first result has, and this is like I was about to say, it's like really well presented, right? So I feel like Lost Ark has done what I feel is like one of the best campaigns for drops. The only thing I think is missing is that they don't allow all streamers to take part. So here's how I would have changed it. I would have said that they should have let all streamers log onto their site and pledge their allegiance to one of the 3 factions that they have running. They should pledge their allegiance, then all the streamers, they pick the one they want, they get the drops for that one, anyone can earn them from them. That would have been ideal. Now they have a select group of streamers that are doing the drops, and it's fine and whatever, but like it would have been cooler if everyone could have been involved, because that's generally better. But the program itself and the drops itself, it's clear, it's understandable. Sure, it didn't last long enough. Like, I feel like certain drops were there, like, boom, and then they're gone. Because, like, you missed some of the drops already. But I do think there might be, like, an encore for the drops where they'll come back and then they'll give you, like, a chance to get the... Oh, here's the mount in-game. Okay. They'll give you a chance to get them again. That looks kind of sick. But the implementation of the drops and, like, how easy it is to activate them, it's great. Like, they are honestly, like, the gold standard for drops right now. It's quick. It's easy to activate. It's easy to link your game. And they give it to you, like, you know, quick and easy in the game as well. I know some people haven't been receiving their drops, but, like, for the most part, it seems like everyone's is getting through it okay. And they're also giving you nice things, you know. They give you a mix of cosmetics and like booster items and stuff. And I think that's kind of cool. It's a decent way of doing it. It's just a good system. I've been impressed by the drops, is what I'll say. So where is this one? The map says there's a cocoa berry. Oh, it's further down. I'm in the wrong place. Okay. There's also Amazon Prime stuff. Yeah, but the Amazon Prime stuff, I will say, is like, that's all consumable stuff as far as I've seen now. Like, it's not as useful, I think, in many ways. It is useful if you want the gameplay perks, but, like, it's more useful, I guess. But it's not cosmetic cool shit that you can equip on your character. Yeah. Your unique map got eaten by the crash. Oh, you just had a crash? When you were most of the way through the boss fight. Oh my god. Was it a your side crash or a their side crash? I feel like that's the most important factor at play here. Like, if it's something that you could have avoided somehow. Their side. Oof. Yeah, that sucks. — 2,000 person queue. Silver, good morning. Hi. I wonder if I have those emotes that Kiak made. That you suck thing. I wonder if I have that somewhere in high resolution. I can't remember who Kiak made that for. Does anyone remember? I don't think I paid him for those. They're not mine. They're actually still his. I just wonder. Because, like, I'd love to make a little pop-up that I could press a button and the bread would shout, "You suck" at someone. That would be great. No one commissioned them. That's why it's murky waters. That's what I'm saying. Oh wait, there's more. I actually have not spoken to Kiak in a while. Which is a shame. I like Kiak. Dave, you own them. You own them? Are you about to threaten me? Don't you dare right-click my emotes. He's busy with a variety of things. I mean, yeah, everyone's busy with a variety of things. With Kiak, at least you know that it's like, it's exciting stuff. It's lewd stuff. Yeah, is this the cease and desist? Okay. Gotcha, Dave. Gotcha. I'll watch myself, huh? I'm gonna watch myself now. Holy shit, I used it in practice. In gameplay, I did it. Okay, he's dead. What is going on over here? I'm having a lot of micro stutters right now. It feels like it's this area that I came to. It's very weird.
I will not stop resting until my last breath. For my family, my friends, and the future children who will populate this land.
Oh, I can teleport. Let's do it. I should use the teleportation more often, save myself a little bit of time here and there if I can. Yo, so what do these boosts do, by the way? Because I have a few of the boosts, and I'm considering, like, using them. So, 3 days. Provides the following benefits. Triports are free, liners free, daily report, rise 1. Jesus, God. Energy, natural recovery, yes. Song of return, yes. Research, yes, 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 yes. No XP. Oh, XP gained per minute. What the hell's that? Oh, no, that's stronghold stuff. Or what? I don't know. It's because I say I'm considering using it because I have a bunch of them, so I have a bunch of them. What the hell? Oh, okay, pit. I used it. So I have pit inventory. Oh shit, dude. Cool. Mail. Remote repair. Okay. I've got some pit stuff now. Pit still named Jose. That's fine. Let's see what this does.
How did you know we were short on iron? Mihan was about to handle that.
Did I just use the aura? Yeah, because I have 2 of them. I have a 3-day one and a 5-day one, so I'm like, whatever, man. I really... Listen. Know this about me. Know this about me. I don't care. Thanks to you, we can let our soldiers... Oh my god, my phone. I just got shit fried. Okay, I need to answer this because it's probably the ISP. Hold on. Guys, chill. If you can try read my lips, good luck. This is an important consumer announcement. If you have fallen behind on your monthly payments, we can help you. Okay. I lied. It's not the ISP. God, I need to get to know the numbers. I'm sorry. Okay. I continue to be indebted to you and Father Armin. I'm not sure if a mere seal would suffice. I came to the Zagros fortress to gather troops to fight by my side. Thankfully, many have volunteered. As things stand, however, they're not fully trained. If they enter the battlefield like this, they'll be slaughtered. It's you. Put you on speaker. What? No, it was a lone shark, I guess. Their training camp. Their Captain Mac is trying his best, but it's likely a burden too great for him to bear alone. Would you go and help him finish up their training? Sure. We are in dire need of someone with your capabilities right now. I'll be preparing to move the troops. Come find me at the rear outpost when the training is complete. You're doing body pump class, Silver? Wait, you dreading it? Don't, dude. Don't dread it. And if your muscles hate you for it, eat lots of protein, have some good rest afterwards, and remember to stretch, dude. Also, Mugandai, what up? Yo, is Silver a loan shark? Maybe, if he says it was him. Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. So what's written on the tombs? That's what's written on the tombstone, I see. They may have lived 5 centuries ago, but they're no different from us. They were all concerned for their family and friends. I have nothing but the highest respect for these men. Thanks to their final stand against the demons, we were able to exist today. It gives me courage. Thank you, adventurer. I'll pass this on to the soldiers as well.
Damn it. What are those guys?
We're almost there. Have you been to the Eastern Ruins? I'm just worried about the soldiers getting hurt there. Thanks to you, now the soldiers will suffer a little less. If they don't get hurt, they're never going to learn, dude. The drops, Taraxa, I don't know if they're even all available. I feel like right now it might just be the one available. They don't run in... I don't know if they run in parallel. I don't know how it works, man. I don't know how it works. I think different streams have different drops, but I don't know if they've maybe all sort of like coalesced or sort of got into the same point. I'm not sure how it works now. Maybe they all have the mount right now. Yeah, tier 1 and 2 are gone now. Yes. So whatever pops up on the stream right now, you can get. But I think, like I said, I think that they're gonna come back. I wouldn't be surprised if they came back and they had like an encore with all the drops. It would be good for them and their numbers if they brought all the drops back. We'll see. Oh man, this is tough. Excuse me, could you lend me a hand? Moving all that stone over there has been so rough. It seems like the artisans who came for the prince made a hole in this wall, and I want to plug it up real good this time. Are you... Is this... Are you serious? What kind of stupid quest is this, man? Okay. That's the quest? Okay, man. Wow. That should do it. They won't be able to break through that easily next time. It's tough for the wounded soldiers to carry all the stone. What a relief. It all went very well, thanks to you. Thank you so much. What a stupid quest. Wow. Wow. Wait, so are we done? We have 10 out of 12 cocoa seeds. The last 2 are up here. Or down here. I don't know if this is up or down. So far it's down. But it might be up too.
Why are the spears so heavy?
Oh, what a question. Do mods get ads if they're not subbed to the channel? I actually have no idea. No idea. If I had a choice, no one would get ads ever. I, however, apparently do not have a choice. They just decide to do what they do, and they do it.
Why did I ever volunteer to join?
So, you're the one who saved Prince Thirain. Your reputation precedes you.
He's concerned about training too. His Highness really does care about his people, doesn't he? Even so, I'm a bit disappointed that he's underestimated old Mac here. The training's already done. The only problem is morale. Nothing like a little music to cheer the soldiers up, but I still haven't heard a sound from this Valor fellow. Even when I told him to play music ages ago, Sorry, could you check on Valor? I don't care if you have to kick his butt. Make him play some music. I don't know if Helene or Trax got ads. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Who are you? And why'd you just try to kick me?
I have ads turned off, so... Oh, Captain Mac? Well, this is embarrassing. Actually, I have a sore throat. I can't play my trumpet. Terrible cold, you see. Why do you look at me like that? A cold is a terrible illness. It feels like my throat's about to rip out every time I blow the trumpet, so if you want to hear me play, go fetch me some herbs over there. I heard the silver bush leaves are particularly effective. Why don't I get myself some herbs? Well, I wanted to slack off. Okay. Just shut up and get the herbs. Wow, this guy. Yeah, no, unfortunately Twitch decide when they want money or not. Like, imagine how much money, dude. Oh my god, I can't even imagine. I can't, I actually can't.
I guess that's a little better. Do you know the Song of Valor, the national anthem of Luterra?
Sure. What?
Then, let me explain.
Even the toughest lad from Luterra can't help but get nervous during his first battle. When I was a fresh recruit, the more seasoned soldiers would always play me this song. It raises your spirits. Makes your heart beat faster, you see. Don't believe me? Ah, well, my performance fetches quite a high price, so listen closely. Not quite as exciting as they made it out to be. That was it? Okay, man. Well done, well done, well done. Well, how'd you like that? If you liked it, why don't you learn it yourself? Pride of Luterra, Song of Valor. Okay, thanks, man. I have some music now.
I could tell even before you came to me. I could hear the soldiers humming along all the way from here.
Good work with that Valor guy. I knew he'd slack off. Better set him straight soon. Prince Thirain is at the rear outpost. Could you report to him that the training is complete? Okay. Yes! Okay, we did it. Let's check what this Shadow Breaker skill is. New ability. Oh shit, dude, I'm punching the ground. What? Quickly strike the ground where you stand with your palm 2 times, inflicting damage. Strike again with the other palm, inflicting even more damage. First strike instantly slams airborne foes onto the ground. Oh. Okay, let's check it out. What else does it have? Not my favorite looking ability, but... I immediately look at these ones, but like, let's check these as well. Energy cost less, damage to foes with 50% or less HP. The last attack lifts tripped foes on hit. First attack damage to airborne foes 100% extra. Wow. So, I don't understand how this works. Like, how do you level these? What does that even mean? Weird. Like there it says first level, second level, but I don't know how to do that. So, attack speed 20% before you strike the ground. Energy concentrates onto one point, pulling foes towards it. Okay? Damage plus 100%. AoE radius plus 20%. When the third attack hits, move speed increased. Let's try this first. Jeez. That's pretty cool. Okay. I'll try the other one now. Okay. What? That looks the same. %, move speed. I think this one will be better, but I'm not sure if this ability is any good. I'm gonna check. I don't know if it's any good. We'll see. We'll see. Jesus. Well, I mean, shit. Good damage, I suppose. Okay, I've got all the collectibles in the zone now. Nah, I don't know if I like it. It's like, it's more about the feel than anything else, in my opinion. But the damage extra here is really nice. What is the damage at? It's a lot. Let's have a look. I actually think that this one replaces Deadly Finger. Because, like, it knocks airborne targets.
It's over? Mach is truly amazing. I wouldn't have been able to do the same in such a short time.
I always have much to learn from those around me. I felt the same way about Father Armin. Cannot thank you both enough for helping. We're about to take the trainees and head to Lake Bar. We'll link up with the remainder of our forces there. We'd be indebted to you and Father Armin if you'd grace us with your presence. The village has a beautiful lake. It's well worth the journey. Okay, he didn't actually wait for an answer there. But I guess we're gonna go. Lake Bar it is. It's a nice loading screen.
You're here, adventurer.
Hello?
I came here with Prince Thirain, but he went ahead to Lake Bar village when he heard an army was approaching.
The troops guarding the outpost also moved with him. This gentleman Lloyd informed us of the approaching army. Although I was able to provide first aid, the wounds he sustained required long intensive care. I'll also head to Lake Bar village now. Please take good care of Lloyd, and when his breathing stabilizes, change his bandages. Wait, what?
Father Armin sent you. Thank you very much.
As you can tell by this armor I'm wearing, this old soldier served in the ranks of Regent Sharit's forces. I merely followed my orders as a member of the royal army, but it always pained me to do so. I had to confiscate grain from starving peasants and arrest the innocent. I even had to watch some of them die. That's why I decided to surrender to Prince Thirain, although deserting my unit took a toll on the body of mine. When the pursuers finally got to me, death seemed fairly certain, but Father Armin saved me. This pain is nothing compared to the crimes I've committed over the years as a soldier of the Regent. Go ahead to Lake Bar. Should be fine now. Thirain could use all the help he can get. Where are we? Up here. Okay. What? A sudden quest. Exterminate wild beasts. Oh. Jeez. That's a pretty good combo. I'll do that again. Hold on. Guys. Oh, guess I don't have to. Yeah, okay, so maybe that's quite good. I imagine it doesn't work so well against bosses. So like your builds and stuff, they are going to be very different based on what you want to do. Like you could focus and target bosses, but if you do that, you are definitely going to be weaker against like trash mobs and vice versa. I mean, sure, there could be some overlap, and you could obviously have abilities and stuff that that work well against both. But like you can definitely focus one or the other. It says there's a cocoa seed here. Ah, the map is wrong. No, the map is right. Never mind. I'm wrong. I think this might be the zone. Yeah, I think this might be the zone where I stopped playing in the beta. I'm pretty certain. Like, this is where they start teaching you about crafting and stuff. Heck is Ben?
Everything is fine at the village.
99 Makoko seeds. Fairly nice. Hello? I wish they'd give you another dodge. When do you unlock the 3rd level of hype? Hey, Ali Senpai, what up? Thanks for following. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who's this now? Is that Sharit?
It's been far too long, dear Prince.
I think it is.
Is this your army?
Wow.
You couldn't possibly be thinking of using this rabble against Lord Sherrit, would you?
Oh, it's not.
The throne belongs to its rightful owner. And my spies tell me you haven't even been able to activate Vanquisher. It's time to yield the sword, disband this gang of criminals, and plead for mercy. And we may let you live.
If Sherrit really wants this so badly, he's welcome to come fetch it.
Brave, but foolish words, young prince. You will regret this, boy.
Let him go. We don't kill messengers. Even rude ones.
True. Indeed. Yes. Guy. Can we play now? Hello?
Oh, good. You've arrived safely.
That's okay. That's the prince. He seems to have gone to the lake. I'm a bit worried. Seen him so glum. It's a nice lake. There's fish in there. That's probably not good for the sword.
An heirloom of the Luterran dynasty. It's supposed to glow when held by the rightful heir to the crown. That's how my ancestors proved their worthiness. Which is also why Sherrod seeks Vanquisher for himself. But it won't even show the faintest glimmer in my hands. What does that say about me?
I don't know if I remember the... Encourage him. Oh. You have to actually open chat. Hey, Liv, what up? Good morning.
Are you trying to make me feel better? Don't worry. This is not something I obsess over. Winning this war is the only thing I worry about now. My worthiness comes later.
Sire, we're under attack! The Regent's forces are here!
They just left?
Let's go.
Okay. What? Oh my god. Look at him backing out there as if he's scared of me. So yeah, they make you open chat and look what you're presented with when you open chat. Look at this, look at this. Look. Look at this. This is insane. There. I must enter a description. Spam in chat. With gold seller nonsense. Oh no, there's too many. And it doesn't remove them, there's no point. Goddamn. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I'm just gonna close chat again. I think I'll just leave chat closed. Unfortunately. Oh shit, here we go. Come on. Wrong way! Nice moves.
Yeah, good riddance.
Spare my life! Your Highness, I was only following orders.
Following orders? Did you really just say that? Innocent villagers are dead. By your hand. Do you have no will of your own? Can you not see the difference between right and wrong? You are no true knight of Luterra. You are responsible for these atrocities, and you will face justice for them. I have spoken. Take him away.
Your Highness, you must not spare his life!
Yeah!
Your Highness, you must not spare his life!
Long live King Tyrant! You deserve it! You deserve it!
Okay. Let's see, maybe he won't cave to mob justice. He seems to be a good guy. He seems to be a good guy.
Are the rumors true?
What are the rumors? I'm going to see quickly if I can set my names. I turned pets off already. Oh, I can turn my own off. There you go. That's better.
All the harm done to the villagers is my fault.
That Norsweat fellow. He clearly said the raiders will appear again, but you can't let them repeat such atrocities.
This time, we'll make the first move. The enemy is encamped south of the hill.
I've been briefed by the scout. We can't just sit back and wait for the raid to come. Let's defeat Sharit's raid group. Okay. You like the soldier outside Lake Boy? Every time you go there, it's like, everything's fine in the city. Yeah, I saw when I came in. I saw. It doesn't sound very convincing. The raid group's been supplied by Sharit himself. They not only have a steady stream of supplies, but also better quality weapons. No reason to feel down about this. We can just steal the good stuff from them. I think this is once again where, like I mentioned earlier, where they teach you to do crafting and gathering and stuff. Adventurer, is it true that you're going to attack the raid group? I know a thing or two about strategy, you see. The raid group's an expeditionary force, which means they will have to take supplies and rations with them. If you look around the encampment, you'll find water containers that they use for their portable water. How about break those? Make them suffer from a water shortage. What if we kill them all, then they won't need the water and we can take it for ourselves? Ah, smart.
This feels like the end times.
Okay, so here in the town. Yeah, man. I know a thing or two about strategy as well. Apparently there's a hair plant here somewhere. But you know what this game really is missing? Really? A button to press to highlight everything. Oh, it's at the merchant. Oh, never mind. Never mind, there's no merchant here. Okay. Okay. Murder is the greatest strategy? Indeed. I mean, if it's effective. Why is this so expensive? Why can't I buy this? Is it because I'm on my horse? Oh. I take a spoon in my mouth. I can't seem to stop eating. This hearty fish stew is the perfect companion on a long journey. Sure.
Everything is fine at the village.
Oh. There's a long hidden passage on this map. Ooh, I'm pretty keen to check that out. Everything is fine at the village. Listen, I'm gonna go pee quickly. I'll be right back. It is I. I'm back. No. My mother caught me in the passage and she was asking about the internet. Because she said, which is quite true, it seems like it's going to probably be... look, dude, we've had every day for the week and a half now. Every day for a week and a half now at lunchtime. So just very shortly after I stop the stream, the internet goes down. And then somehow, I still can't convince these guys that something's actually wrong. Like, they are just not taking it seriously. And now they've escalated the whole issue to OpenServe and Telcom, which are the people who manage the actual physical connection. But you know what they told me when they were here? They said, oh, this is not our problem. They said it's the ISP's problem. They need to fix it. So now I know what's going to happen. They're going to come here. They're going to make a date with me. They're going to come here. And they're going to tell me, yeah, it looks like this problem is actually with your ISP. And you better get them to fix it. Because we can't do anything about it. Anyway, sorry. I'm annoyed. They love blaming everyone else. Yeah, dude. No one can take responsibility for this connection that we are paying way too much for. No one. I'm not sure what this is right here, but... I don't seem to be able to do this, but I'm sure I'll come back here later. You blame me? Same. For trusting them. I still feel the one thing... I still feel like this game just should allow you to zoom out a little bit more. Like, I don't want to zoom out a lot more. I just mean like a tiny bit more, man. Especially when you're on the horse. It feels so claustrophobic. On a positive note, I'm getting a date. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I am. Even if it's not the kind of date I really want. Indeed. Yeah, more zoom. Yes, exactly. What is 3? Smash the water. Okay. Slay the dudes. See, I'm out here just slaying the dudes. Why is this not enough? That's really strong. That's quite strong. Apparently I'm quite strong too. I actually get the feeling a lot of the lag we have here is latency. The like micro stutter I'm getting, it's latency related, making the game lag. Yeah, Liv, I have a map. I'm not good at finding them at all. Here's the map. Just go to the area you want. It's the benefit of having 3 monitors. I have the map open there, I have chat open here, and I have the game open in the middle. It is great. Check it out. It works. You need more monitors? Same, dude. Same. You could never have too many monitors. Like, seriously. I still feel that's the best ability. I still feel like that's the best one. It's really good. On that note, yeah, I must say, I'd really like the collectibles, but I am really bad at spotting them. My wife plays on a laptop as well. She got a new laptop recently, and it's fantastic. But she had her old monitor still, so she was able to. She's now using her main monitor as her main monitor, her old monitor, and the laptop as a secondary monitor, and it's working quite nicely. So we obviously didn't get rid of the previous monitor and peripherals and stuff. Poor Helene. Ah. It's not that kind of laptop. More like lucky Helene. We done. Back to base. Oh. Oh, this crystal is new? No, it's because it's free. Where do you get more pirates for your crew? Does anyone know that? I didn't even know you could get pirates for your crew. That's cool. Great job. Now maybe I'll do a little... What? They'll be a little too thirsty to fight. Although, we still can't face them head on in our current shape. This should change things up a bit. Every time they come to fill their canteens, we can ambush them. I think I made an outstanding strategist. Don't you think? I should apply to become an officer later. Sure. Smart. What am I eating? Peanut butter. It's a peanut butter bread. The bread with peanut butter. Hey, you don't have a pirate stronghold or a crew? Same. Here I am, lonely old 24 Lumin. Shit, man. And coffee, of course. Oh wow, you brought us quite a fine assortment. Now our men should be able to put up a proper fight. That regent fool. We really hit him where it hurts this time. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Sure did.
Good work. Now the village will be out of harm's way.
As always, I have nothing but gratitude for Armin and you, for all that you've done. However, never mind. We've got bigger problems to worry about.
We managed to defeat most of the enemies who raided Lake Bar. If it weren't for you, it would have taken much longer.
However, the villagers' blood has been shed. I'd like to provide recompense to the villagers of Lake Bar. Could you ask Chief Horden about the extent of the damage to the village? Why didn't he do any of this stuff? Goddamn, dude.
Greetings. I am Horden, the village chief.
The damage? 10 wounded, 2 killed. One of the casualties was only 8 years old. If the prince hadn't responded quickly, more would have perished. Nothing but gratitude for this help. He wants to compensate us? Could you tell him he doesn't need to worry about that sort of thing? That's not going to happen.
8 years old? He's only a child.
He's dead. Technically, he's not here anymore. Is that so? Even a child like that? And all because of me. I couldn't even protect my own people. I failed them. At this rate, perhaps it's only to be expected the Vanquisher doesn't glow. Apologies. I'd rather spend time alone right now. Wow, you little shit. How broody. How sulky. You enjoy the life skills? I haven't got any yet. When do I get them? Is it here? Do I get them here?
Prince Thirain appears devastated.
Doesn't seem like he fully believes in himself. However, I think Prince Thirain is perfectly suited to become king. If we could find out why he doesn't have much confidence in himself. In a minute, yes? Okay, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Prince Thirain really values his people.
This feels like the end times.
We need a crown. Dad says a king needs to wear a crown.
A crown. Lilith Devil. Okay.
Oh, he probably blames himself for all the atrocities Regent Sherrod has been causing in the kingdom.
He's too hard on himself, and he has no crown. These are the problems summarized.
I see. I've heard how chaos has swept across Luterra.
Those are big-ass tomatoes, dude. Because of tyranny of Regent Sherrod, isn't it? Prince Thirain must believe the people are suffering because of him. However, people don't think that way. How could we relay that message? Do you know the fable of the Iron Crown? I read it myself. I hear it's a famous tale in Luterra. There was once a prince who was beloved by everyone. People gathered scrap iron to make a crown for the prince. He graciously accepted and used it during his crowning ceremony. Like the story, perhaps we could show Thirain people really feel how they feel about him. Could you ask Chief Horden what he thinks? I hope this has given me good experience. It looks like it is.
Crown? Are you talking about a steel crown?
I said iron. Actually, we've been meaning to pay back the prince for all his help. I guarantee not a single villager would oppose this idea. We've all seen how distressed the prince was over us. However, I'm worried about the crown, about the iron to make it. Considering how short supplies are right now, it would be difficult to procure such materials. But we'd like to get the nicest crown we can for the prince. Could you perhaps drop by Linus Memorial in the south? The peddlers that are gathered there, they might be able to help us. In the meanwhile, I'll make preparations. Sure. Too plat.
Everything is fine at the village.
I think he's saying that more to himself than to me. Every time I go past him. Yep.
I'm Phobos, the peddler. I'm not a child. I'm a proud peddler.
Making him a peddler doesn't make him not a child. Yeah, a crown for Thirain? You're asking us if we can make contributions? Are you seriously asking if we can do this? Of course we can. I'm a merchant of Luterra, the kingdom of courage. Don't underestimate us. This is all the money I have. I hope the folks at Lake Bar will keep their chins up. Why don't you try asking the other peddlers as well? I'm sure they'll help. Yeah, no, I don't think they will.
Crown? Ah, that's an interesting story. I'll gladly give you one if it's from Prince Thirain.
What? Oh.
Unlike Sherrod, he genuinely cares about his people. Take this too.
Oh.
It's an investment. Prince Thirain is definitely worth a big investment.
Adventurer, have you heard of Linus, the legendary peddler? I admire him so much. A long time ago, when Luterra was embroiled in war, he supplied the army to save Luterra without taking a single coin. He's a hero. All the peddlers of Luterra admire Linus, so we gathered here at the memorial in his remembrance of his spirit. If you're interested, why don't you check out the memorial plaque? Not really.
Those who invest in only what they see are fools. And those who invest for profit alone will not last. In people, there is worth beyond face value.
Those two didn't match. Okay. How was it? Maybe it felt a little unfamiliar, since you're not a peddler. But I want to become an admirable gentleman of Luterra one day, just like him. Maybe one day you'll see a majestic memorial of Phobos next to that one. Map. So I wonder how close we are to being able to max a second skill. Let's check. To be honest, I think we're getting there. To be honest, I also think we're going to remove this. I think Tempest Blast is definitely the one. Yeah, we're not quite there yet. It seems like it costs quite a lot to get it all the way. We'll go this. Okay. Then maybe Heavenly Smash. That's cool. Freezing, burning. I'll take the damage on the burning. Okay. I wonder if that's gonna be good. I'm gonna give it a try. I like the like attack and forget it system that it had before, but it might still. What's the auto run button? I don't know. It might still be good like this because it's extra damage. I know there's an auto run and they told me what it was earlier, but I've forgotten.
Have you been to the peddlers?
Yeah.
As expected, Luterra's merchants are quite different.
I've told Umar the blacksmith to craft a crown. Oh, the Umar blacksmith. Okay, take this. The Umar people are famous for their master artisanship. He'll definitely be able to create a masterpiece. I do remember this very clearly from the beta. This is basically where we get our first taste of crafting. I think.
Who are you? What's that? A crown for the prince? Then you've come to the right place. I'm the world's best Umar blacksmith, and don't let anyone tell you different. Well, hurry up, show me what materials I got to work with. Not bad, but also not enough. Unless this prince has the world's tiniest head. I need more materials to work with. Lucky for you, Lake Bar should have everything you need.
Okay, let's go.
Take this.
What? Secret recipe passed down by the Umars. If you want to create a great crown, gather up ingredients here and deliver it to Mirren. Trade skills obtained. Oh no. Oh my god, what? Okay, I don't remember this. What's F5? Oh, it's the recipe. Pure gold of the field. Not all that glitters is gold. Molars of the wild animals. Molars of the lake boars especially good. Cran crystals. When the heat is applied, we want the red cran rather than the ferocious cran. Once the molars and cran crystals have been collected, pretty easy to extract the pure iron. Okay, what is this? I have no idea what this is. Oh no, what happened to my quest? Oh, there we go. I didn't realize. This is a cute little pop-up, man. Look at that. That's sick. Look at the little herbs and stuff popping up there. That's so nice. Huh. Avela! Song is passed down in Lake Bar of Luterra. When the moonlight shines over the crown, the sound of pickaxes drive through the night. Is this where the beta drops you? No, this is where I dropped the beta. I stopped playing here because I either ran out of time or I got bored. One of the two. I don't know. It's like anybody's guess at this point. To make the crown of the highest, for the highest one, the workers of the lowest position should take all the troubles. Even in the hands of the workers who take care of life, there's a calling to lead history. Lurm, this is a historic moment. Should we go mining together? As long as you have a pickaxe, you can mine ore. Verde Soul, what up? Yo, nice to see you. Greetings and welcome. What am I doing here now? I need to buy something from Nickel. How do you do? Okay. I think that didn't really do anything. Equip a mining tool. Oh, okay. Never mind, it did do everything. That's a boom boom boom. Where the heck's the battle-bound plains? Not here. Sure. Right, so now we have to go and mine. Interesting. Quite an interesting development. I do say so myself.
Everything is fine at the village.
Sure. This guy. So how do I know? Do I get off the horse? I. Wrong button. I. Search. Float fish in. Throw. Relic search. Sonar. I don't quite know what I'm doing, but, you know. Press G to use... Click or press G to use the pickaxe. I've accidentally got auto run on here. Oh, I see them up here. I see them now. What do you do? That'll learn ya. Those guys, seriously. Who says that, by the way? Is it McCree from Overwatch? I'm sorry. His name's not McCree anymore. By the way, I like this a lot. Hold on, I want to take a screenshot of it. I don't even know if the screenshots work in this game. God damn. I like the little bar with the crystals popping out of it. I actually must say that I like this UI, the whole UI, quite a lot. It's nice. It's neat. Print screen button. I have been doing it, but it just doesn't really give you any feedback saying that it's actually done anything. And you can't take screenshots during cutscenes either, which annoys me a little bit. Exterminate the boars. But do I have to hunt them? Oh, I just have to kill them. Okay. It is working though. Okay. Yeah, and I think the screenshots are in the folder of the game. Certificate of Mining. Glory is like ore buried in soil. The one who overcomes the hardships will get a noble light. Trainee, Lurm. This person continuously trained the mines... Continuously? Yeah, 6 times. By not giving up mining despite the firmness of the rocks and continuously swinging a pickaxe. Therefore, it's not good writing having continuously both there. Can I read this to you properly without continuously? They say, oh, continuously trained rocks and continuously swinging. No. This person continuously trained the mining skill by not giving up mining despite the firmness of the rocks and tirelessly swinging a pickaxe. Ah, tirelessly. Much better word. Therefore, we present to you the certificate and reward. Okay, boom. There you go. I'm sorry. I hate to nitpick, but I love to nitpick. They just got to get good. What can I say? Well, yeah, if they had gotten me to do the quest, it would have been much better. Wolves. Dun dun. Oh no. Oh no. You can level? Oh no. Slippery slope, guys. Guys. Slippery slope. Push L. Foraging's probably the most stable trade skill there is because the mushrooms are easy to find during some. Oh no. Logging can only be performed in certain places in field, but you'll be able to obtain a massive amount of materials at once. Okay. No, screw this, dude. What the hell? Systems in systems with features on features. This game. Good lord. Dude, you gotta take it slow, else it's gonna overwhelm you. Thanks, Mugadai. I did not need to see that. Something's off about the ability. It's my favorite ability, but something's off. I think it needs... Yeah, this one. Oh no, let's shorten the charge up time. See how that goes. Let's try this one. 17 seconds. What the shitballs? That's such a long cooldown. That's how it feels to join a 3-year-old MMO. Yeah, I think that like if it had like the New World syndrome going on, where there's like literally nothing to do at all in the game, then it's like, man, you know, then you can really feel it, and you're disappointed and you're saddened and you're like not enjoying yourself, and like, but with this. It's like really on the opposite side of the spectrum, where there is so much to do that at certain points it becomes overwhelming, and like you feel like, oh my god, you actually have to hold back a little bit and take it slow, because you're being thrown into this world that's already established, this game that's already got all its systems in place, it's got its ducks in a row, marching along tirelessly. You know? And it's, oof, man, oof. It's difficult sometimes. Anyway.
Hello. I'm Mirren.
Hi. I heard you're from Master Uri. You're crafting a crown, aren't you? Molars and crayon crystals should be enough to refine the iron. Here we go. Hope it gets to the person who befits the crown. Snoozing Germs, what up? Yo, nice to see you. You loving your Chad Blue Warrior? Can you show me a screenshot of it? Hasnut just linked the Discord. You can gladly join there and post it. If you don't really use Discord, if you don't want to use Discord, I understand that. I do, and you can gladly post it here somewhere as well. But yeah, I mean, people have been sharing their characters on Discord, and I've seen some pretty nice ones, if I do say so myself. Chad Blue Warrior. I don't know what to make of that. They got the wolves right there next to the cows. How the heck? Roster level 32. Holy crap, yeah, I'm on level 12 roster. Everything is fine in the village.
Back already? Okay, one fancy crown coming right up.
I'm trying my best. Luis, what's up? I'm trying my best to not get distracted, man. I'm really trying my best not to get distracted constantly. The game has too many distractions.
Came out good. And good for me is like a perfect masterpiece for anyone else. Take it.
It does look okay, doesn't it?
If you collect natural materials and bring them to a trade skill expert like me, they can make you useful stuff. There are all sorts of trade skill experts out there. There are cooks, alchemists, you name it. Be sure to, pay them a visit. Now grab your crown and get going. I got work to do.
Okay. These are purple quests. These are like the guides, right? Yeah, I see, I see. Okay, let's do these before we do the main quest. I'm sure it's gonna get worse, yes. I can imagine. Have you heard the good news about Prince Thirain? People are going to celebrate with other people. What? Oh, you can prepare some food. Oh, but it seems like we're short on ingredients. Can you catch some fish? Master of Trade Skills, Abuela, will take care of what you catch and give you rewards if you're done fishing. Okay, head to the fishing spot. I've not done any fishing in this game, have I? I think I ignored it during the beta. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember. Let's see. Was that too soon? Unsuccessful. Oh. It might have been too soon. It probably nips, 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 and then bump. Here it comes. Ah, got it. Much better. Okay, wow. That's a lot of fish. And pearls too. You totally buy a skin, but they don't have that many available. Yo, did you post your just tell me when you post your screenshot of your character and I'll go check it out. Oh! Cool. Yeah, not quite the same as the Guild Wars fishing yesterday. You're right. You're right. It's more laid back, right? This is pretty much as simple as fishing can get, but there's nothing to complain about. It's kind of okay, you know. There's the certificate of fishing. Joy is like a swimming fish. Bide your time at the mouth of the river. Pleasant news will fly to your arms. Okay. What exactly is this one now? It's in Luterra Castle? Why the shit are they giving me something for Luterra Castle? I'm nowhere near Luterra Castle.
Coronation? That's out of the blue. What do you mean?
What? I see. So that's what's been going on. No wonder things have been busy around here for some reason. I'm undeserving of such kindness, but I'm truly grateful. Very well, please proceed with the crowning ceremony. Traditionally, the royal crowning of Luterra takes place at a place called Brilliant Ridge. Just so happens to be nearby. You said the crowning ceremony was Armin's idea? Coronation requires a priest, so please tell him that I'd like him to preside over the ceremony. Is it now Armin's turn to say, no, 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 I can't?
You've completed the crown.
Chief Hordern told me it's fortunate the peddlers made such generous contributions. What did the prince say? What? He wants me to preside? I do not have that right. I'm unworthy of carrying such a noble task, but I'll be glad to attend. I think the priest of Lake Bar should preside. Okay, let's go.
Armin refused.
That's too bad, but I think there's still a chance. Since he said he'll attend, there should be an opportunity to persuade him. I'd really like him to do it. Don't you feel the same? I said to Brilliant Ridge. I do feel the same. Wait, I did another challenge now? Oh no. Oh no. It just unlocked like a whole bunch of new ones. Okay. That guy's busy dancing over there. There's so much mining to be done here. I wonder if there's a point. so long, West Luterra. Hmm. That looks kind of grim. Oh. There's resources for your stronghold, so there's a point. Do I have to collect it myself? If I'm the owner of a stronghold, I have to collect the resources myself? Isn't delegation a thing in this?
We'll be at the coronation site soon.
Oh, okay.
I hope you'll do me the honor of performing the ceremony.
It is a holy ceremony. I must regrettably decline.
You can't be serious. Who's holier than a priest?
Fair point.
But I am...
Out with it.
Wait. Something's here.
Huh? Oh god! Damn, that looks sick, dude. That is so cool.
Run!
No, come back! Do I have to go all the way around now? What? Do you ever get a genie? Your first wish would be immortal life. Second would be to go back to Guild Wars 1, Eye of the North year, and have that year last 10,000 years. And the third would be to meet Sven IRL. Look at you! Wow, that's so charming. What? Here you trying to butter me up here, snoozing germs. Excuse me. What the heck? Wow. Wow. Oh, man. Don't say stuff like that. But those are fantastic choices right there, huh? Immortal life? I don't know if that's what I would wish for first, but like the Eye of the North thing. Yeah, man, yeah. Like that's a choice. Bold choice, but damn, dude. That would be a good time. You know, some of my fondest gaming memories as well are like Guild Wars 1, pre-Syrian Ascalon. Like I think I spent like an ungodly amount of time in pre-Syrian Ascalon. I just, for whatever reason, I couldn't get enough of that place, man. It was great. I loved it there. I kept making new characters so I could do pre-Syrian Ascalon again. So that for me was the sweet spot in Guild Wars. Wait, is this a dungeon? Hold on, what the heck in heck? Are there collectibles in here? Oh my god, there are collectibles in here. I almost didn't realize. Okay. Cool. Sick. I'm down. There's one right here, apparently. Hello? Where you at? It's up at the top. Yo! Deathcore, what's up? I did switch the stream up to 48 FPS now. It's halfway between 30 and it's halfway between 30 and 60, and I think that the main reasoning behind using 48 instead of just straight 60 is because it makes the impact on the PC plus the recording, so that's the impact on the PC as well, easier for me. And I think I can't collect the collectibles here right now, and sort of, I don't know, less impactful and less of a problem, less of a stress. So I can record decently. It's not amazing at 48 FPS and stream at 48 FPS with 8000 bitrate, no problems. It's a stepping stone, I would say, and I'm sort of working on the settings to see if I can figure out a way to push it up a little bit more. No, it's an officially supported by Twitch and OBS. Both Twitch and OBS support 48 FPS. It's not something that I made up, guys. I didn't make this up, huh? No, I like 48. Dude, 48 FPS is it's a nice, decently sized step up from 30. And yeah, Dave actually pushed me towards it. He said that that you know it really makes the viewability more and like better and nicer. And he said that you know a lot of people, and I get him with that. Oh, so you can't collect them. There's supposed to be one here. A lot of people are sort of snooty about stuff like that, and like you don't want to watch 30 FPS because like God, you know, 30 FPS, 30. My daughter can count up to 30. My daughter, she's 3 and she can count up to 30. Like, come on, man. That's a really low number. So, like, yeah, 48. She can't do 48 just yet. So, so that's definitely high enough for now. I'm gonna try 60 soon. And I like, hey, I hate to say it, but I really wish I had a slightly more beefy GPU. Or a second PC for streaming. It would really make a difference. But yeah, I'm working with what I've got. I'm trying to do the best I can with the system that I've got, and it's okay. I like it so far. I like it. You know, the one thing, and I don't know how it, like, man, I don't have enough friends or contacts that stream to ask about it. But like the one thing that I don't quite understand is when I go on like the big streamers. Streams and stuff, sometimes they just have like, dude, the crispness of the quality is just insane. It's crazy. They must have like honed their settings over the years so perfectly, or I mean, they must just have, I don't know how they do it. I mean, it must be the 2 PC setups. I don't know, like there's something that I personally cannot do right now. I don't know how it is. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. It's like I think what it comes down to is the encoding settings on like a 2 PC setup being set to like placebo, which is like where it takes like forever to encode one single frame, and that obviously makes a massive difference because like they can work through that bitrate so much more and make it look so much more impressive. But it obviously decks your PC. So if you have an entire PC dedicated to that, you can have the PC like basically use its entire CPU and GPU just for the stream, and that will obviously be kind of impressive. It'll look really nice. I don't know. No, but the high NVENC bitrate, you are locked to 8K. I can't go higher than 8K. I don't know. I know some streams, there are like 1 or 2 streams that can actually go up to like 10 or 12K on Twitch, but it's really like 1 or 2 people. Even I think Carnage just uses 8K. And like some of the other big people, most of them use just 8K, but their 8K looks so much better than mine. And I think that for why would anyone use 12K? Because, you know, the better it looks, the better it looks. I don't know, because they can. That's basically what it is. There are even some people who had 4K streams on Twitch. But anyway, what I'm saying is that with the higher bitrate on a lower speed encoding on CPU encoding, that gives you a very crisp visual presentation of like a stream, you know? It's like a nice, it's very nice. It's very nice. I can't run that on my PC right now. My PC is good still, it's fine, but like it definitely impacts my performance and thereby detracts from my experience while playing games, and I don't want that. And obviously, it'll show if I'm running 60 FPS and I can't even get 60 FPS in the game, well, that's not going to please anybody. No, I've actually set I've actually set my recording up differently now. So the recording impact is now so minimal because I am using the same encoder for recording and streaming. Right? So sorry about the technical mumbo jumbo here, guys, but like I'm actually using I'm duplicating the stream for the recording. The only downside is that I can't pause the recording anymore, which I've never actually done before. The recording is slightly lower quality now, but it uses far less. So yeah, it's a good system now. I've got a decent system in place. It allows me to have a good looking stream, a decent recording, and then a system that doesn't like, oh shit, look at this guy, man. Doesn't suffer when I have drops on the stream, so I still get the complete recording, you know? That's one of the biggest things. Wow, I was nowhere near that guy. Let me just say. Wow, 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 wow. What exactly is going on here? Move! That was close. There's two of them now. He's dead, dude. This guy's dead. My damage is crazy.
Annoying little cockroaches. I will exterminate you all. I expected more from the great heir of Luterra. This ends now. What? The power.
Look at him. Jesus, dude. They make this so anime. I love it. Dude, the combat in this game alone makes it worth it. I said it. I said it. Many times. The gameplay itself is all that really matters. It's all you need, dude. It's all you need. Just the gameplay. Yeah.
I see now why you declined my request to perform the ceremony.
I'll have none of it.
Demons have no place in our sacred rites. You're a priest who uses all of his gifts to help those in need. And you saved my life today with one of those gifts. What we are does not determine who we are.
Boom, great line, dude. Great line. That's the shit.
Thyrane.
You will preside over my coronation.
Suck it.
Consider it my first order as your king.
Very well.
Glad that's settled. Shall we?
Yeah, so you need a VPN to sign up from ZA. Just for the sign up and adding it to your Steam. And then after that, you don't need it to play. I've uninstalled the VPN from my PC. I don't want that shit on my PC. It's fine. It's not a difficult setup. There are multiple like Reddit threads and posts on the forums and stuff about it that you can check out to get it working. If you don't get it working, send me a message on Discord and I'll help you out. But it's pretty easy. You know how to use a VPN, so it's pretty easy.
We will now begin the Rights of Coronation.
That's really quick, man. The turnaround on that.
Prince
I ran up the hill and they're already good to go here.
Kneel before your ancestors. The prince shall now take the vow of kings.
Yeah, I'm playing on EU.
As king of Luterra, my enemies are only evil and injustice. I pledge my life to defend my people as their shield.
Adventurer, bring forth the crown.
So, did they say anything more about this new EU servers or region or whatever that they add in? Because, like, I feel we're getting to a point now where it might not even be necessary anymore. Shit. What do I have to do? To the podium. Oh, over here? What the heck is over here? Oh, I have to fetch it. Jesus, look at me go. It's not up yet?
And with this holy crown, I anoint thee as King Thyrane of Luterra.
They'll probably be too late. I agree. And then the servers are going to come up and it's going to be empty.
Your Majesty. $20K plus queues on the other servers every night. Yeah.
3 cheers! Long live King Thyrane! For Luterra!
Luterra forever!
Your Highness, us, please.
Oh shit.
Sir Bernard and his forces were ambushed by demons on his way here. Most of us were annihilated. The survivors are holding out at Medric Monastery. They can't hold out for long.
I would have loved to have played with my wife, but she zoomed ahead.
Rest now.
She's going to be bored of the game and done with it by the time I catch up.
Shall not be in vain.
Anyone can play with me if they want. The only reason I play with Sam is because he forces his way into the party every night. Which is nice. It's good. I'm happy.
On Medric Monastery immediately.
Let's go.
From this moment on, our army will head to the Medric Monastery.
The old man, I mean Sir Bernard, looked after me since I was a child. He fought for me even when the tyrannical rune of Sharit started. Now he's in danger. We best hurry. Please, join us once you finish making preparations in Lake Bar.
Thirain, playing king with his toy soldiers. How dare he oppose me?
Considering how he's managed to assemble such a sizable force already, perhaps he is worthy of the crown after all.
Ah, if he was worthy, Vanquisher would be a light. He's not worthy of ruling an outhouse, much less a kingdom. I'd kill him now if we didn't need him in order to find the Eagle Seal, which, I believe, interests you far more than me.
Ha, but you need me. So what I want, you want.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Those cowards in the West will never follow Thirain.
Just got a message from Eileen saying she's having a nap.
Things are turning out to be quite interesting.
Good. Very good for her. Dude, we all got woken up very early this morning, so... I need a nap too. But I do not get such things. I actually can't nap. Is there anyone else in chat that just can't nap? I find it so hard. It's like I would spend an hour and a half in the bed for maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes of sleeping. I like it's if I could, you know, we were talking about the genie and the wishes earlier. If I could wish for one thing, it would be to be able to close my eyes and sleep. God, wow, what a thought. What an idea that would be. Holy shit. Wait, hold on. Yeah, anyway, so like, yeah, okay, so it's not just me. Oh, wait, Silver. Absolute weirdos, napping is life. Okay, you'd get along with my wife then. She agrees. Dude, she can fall asleep from here in the car on the way to school. Like I can drive to Lillian's school, and let me tell you, that's like a trip. I would say in total maybe 12 to 15 minutes max. She can fall asleep and have like a decent little nap in that time. I know, it's impressive. I know. Yes, Taraxa, there you go. Thanks, man. Okay, so it's okay. So this is not just me that's unable. 100% unable. Deathcore, Taraxa, yeah, good. Everyone. That's what I want to hear, man. I want to hear that I'm not alone. Oh god, I swallowed spit. How does she nap so easily? Let's hear it. Are you gonna say it's because of the laptop? I don't know how people nap so easily. Something about the weight of the world not weighing down heavily enough upon them. Something, you know? This is not a melee character, Traxa. Yeah, it's a little weird, isn't it? But like, it's not like a full melee character. I like this because it's like a mix. You know, I've got ranged, I've got charges and stuff. It's like half melee, you know. It's Goku, dude. It's so good. I love it. It is the most DBZ I've seen in a game, and I love it. How do I play the song that I need to play here, guys? I don't have it yet. It's the Song of Minnow. Okay, I don't have this yet, so I can't do it. Okay. Fine, let's go around. I have a song more than you? You must have missed something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the songs do, so... I just got one here. And then the other one I got from... Who the shit even? I couldn't tell you. You have to go to Lullaby Island, do event 3 times to get the song to unlock those block pots. Spinal Touch, yo! What up? Thank you. I have no idea what that means, man, but now I know. They do musical shit? Yeah, like open paths blocked by vines. Okay, I'm gonna check quickly if I can find the rest of the cocoa seeds here. Imagine I had to stop to mine every mine I see. This would be a long playthrough. Oh, I just ran straight past it. Hold on. Go, go. There it is. No! Wrong button. Hasnuts, I feel you, man. It's like, I know I don't really have a comparable situation to everyone, but it obviously doesn't make it less of a mental or exhausting load. You know, when something like that affects your life too greatly, when something like that, like, you know, work or the repetition or just, you know, the grind of everyday life gets too much, you just gotta basically take a few moments of mindfulness every day to yourself and think about the smaller things that make you happy, and then think about the broader strokes, about what you're working towards in your life, and about basically just what you are looking forward to. And, you know, sometimes it makes those lesser worries, and they really are lesser worries, because they will not be with you forever. It makes them fade away really quickly, and makes them feel like they truly are nothing. Nothing. So, the hard work... What is this? The hard work is temporary. It's something that really, you know, it comes and goes. It passes in the blink of an eye. But what you're working towards, that sticks around. And, you know, the things that matter definitely stick around. It's tough, though. It's shitty, man. Like, I know. I know. I know in a different way. It's not for me always the same things. Like, I'm not sitting here worrying about the massive workload that I have to work through to get... I worry about different things, man. And again, doesn't matter what you're worrying about. If it's something that stresses you out, it's valid. It matters. And it's important to face that, you know. It's kind of stupid, though, that, like, so many people are suffering so much because people, like, you know, oftentimes, and it happens here all the time, like, businesses and workplaces, they are putting way too much pressure on people because they are either A, greedy, or unable to see that they are actually overloading people completely. And, you know, the thing that happens here more often than not is people go out of business because they overestimate what people are capable of and how much people want the probably meager amount of money that they offer here in South Africa, at least. And then they lose people, and then they're forced to shut down. They're like, what? Where's staff? God, dude.
Are you going to the Medric Monastery?
Deathcore dude, I'm sorry to hear that about Peblas. Is she doing okay now? Because it seems to me like Peblas has really like found herself a spot where she's like okay and she's happy with what she's doing. If you don't mind me asking. Roast chicken tonight? Yeah, man, roast chicken tonight. We are. I see, I was wondering why the soldiers were hustling so much. My only regret is that we're unable to provide more help to you and Thyrane for all that you've done for us. But now, all of us can count on one fact. Luterra has hope once more. It's all thanks to you. We're eternally grateful for all you've done. Please take your time and make your final preparations before you set out. Yeah, it depends on where you work, man. WFH is the definition of be careful what you wish for. What is WFH? It can take over your life. What work? Work from home. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
You're here! So, did my crown fulfill its purpose?
Sure did, man. What? You're gonna go to the Medric Monastery? You made all the preparations? What's that? Don't worry about it, you say. Well, okay, I'm certainly impressed, but I think you might be rushing in a bit. I was hoping to get a peek at the Vanquisher's sword as well. I hear the sword's been a source of some stress for the prince. I get the feeling that the sword's testing the prince right now. Well, that'd be my guess. He probably just needs the right opportunity to rise to the challenge. Okay, farewell. I'll see you once again if I get a chance. I like you. I'm sure you'll become one of the greats one day. Okay.
Pack it up. We're headed to the monastery.
John, what's up, man? Yo.
Hurry, move quickly.
Friend of yours told you a story about a company, a small one, with 12 workers, all carpenters or something. They did something for said customer. Everything was great. And then, a few months later, she called again because of some maintenance, and the service was bad. No one answered the phone, etc. Wait, what? Is there more to the story? People always think something's great in the moment, and then you know, X amount of time later, when something goes wrong, they sort of... Turned out the boss had to fire 8 of his workers because they worked only half a day, even though they get paid for the full day. And they went and worked the other half illegally on other construction sites. Oh my god! God, sounds like something people would do here in South Africa, actually. Yeah. Not even surprising. Not even surprising. Shit. She's a bit laggy here for some reason. Strange. Eliminate the mandrakes. Hey! It's a level. Oh, dude, with something like that, jobs for 12 people and there's only like 2 or 4 or 5 left, and you have people doing double work, especially on a physical job like construction or carpentry or whatever you were talking about. Yeah, man, that's like not even, it's not even possible. It's not even possible. Ah, here we go. Okay. I want to do that instance again, by the way, so I'm going to have to go back. So, do you have to run to an instance's entrance to queue for it in this game? I have actually over the last little bit had a few. We might, well, not over the last little bit, but in the next little while, we might have a few opportunities that myself and Helene can both be part of. But I can't really say anything yet. I don't know. I am, however, trying to think of whether or not there's anything Helene can do to help out with Twitch and well, not so much just Twitch and YouTube, but like with what I'm doing. Is there, if anyone, if I had to employ a person, if I had to have someone help me on a day-to-day basis doing things, what would be one thing that someone could do? Like this, what would you guys say? I'm sorry, I know most of you guys don't really, like, you know, it's not something you should even care or know about, but like, what would be an important thing or a helpful thing that could, you know? Oh, can I repeat that? No, I was just saying that I might want to, if I can, try and convince Helene to help out a little bit with something. And I'm just trying to think of what she could do for someone who does Twitch and YouTube content to help out. You know, like what should she be doing? Should I teach her how to edit videos? Should I get her on social media? Should I like what? Beard management. Thank you. Good answer, actually. Yeah. Mommy vlogs? I mean, not a bad... I would watch her vlogs, but she doesn't want to be in... I don't think she wants to be in the video. You'd watch her vlogs as well? I know, man. I would have liked to have had her on the... like on a Discord call with me or something when she... Because she games with me all the time nowadays. Like Guild Wars we've been playing together. We could have played this together, but I don't think she really wants to. And that's like... It's important not to push people out of their comfort zone, you know? She would be more popular than me. What is this? Hold on, go back there. How do I open that again? Huh. A world tree leaf. Whatever, man. Yeah, it's something I need to think about myself. It is true, like, what would improve things for me? I don't know. I don't know. I should actually just have a camera on her when we're playing together, and and my voice. So I should talk and she should be on the camera. The ultimate combination. What the shit? Have I been here? This might be new to me. I don't know. No, maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna go do the dungeon quickly. I know it's like it's not something she really wants to hear. I don't know. Like she has a lot going on every day, and it's important to her. And she does a lot of stuff around the house, and it's important to us. But she does have some time that I think she would gladly help with. She's the kind of person that if she had to get be in a position where she had to do any old work, she'd want to do real worker bee stuff, where it's like mindless manual labor kind of stuff, cleaning, you know, cleaning. She wants to clean. If she had to choose. Where she doesn't have to talk to anyone, doesn't have to see anyone, just has to do something. Oh my god. I'm on the microphone, Helene does the gaming because she's good at it, and then we get a Lillian cam. Oof, man, oof. Ultimate. Could always do that, there's a lot of rich people around. I mentioned earlier we had some stuff that might come to fruition. It's not that we want to specifically have her get a job, because it might be sort of difficult for us because of transportation, because of timing, because of but if things work out, then we might have some, like I said, opportunities popping up for all of us that might help. Anyway, yeah. Has Eileen always hated people, or just since she's known me? No, she hated them before she knew me. I'm the only one she liked, so... Dude, childcare is very, very expensive here, huh? That's true. Here as well, like, definitely. Just teach Lillian how to be cracked at Guild Wars. Are people talking here? Hello, hello, hi. Okay. I guess I can open this for you. Cracked. I like that word. I mean, like, I'm always, like, back and forth about exploitative actions with Lillian, like getting her on camera or making videos with her, or... I have no doubt that if I had to post some of her nice baby videos on the internet, they would be extremely popular, you know? That would be great, but, like, I don't really like... I don't know, I mentioned it the other night, there's something about it that I don't like. No, you may have noticed that I don't really post that many videos and photos of Lillian anymore, because after a certain age I feel like it matters. When she's a little baby, it's okay, like, it's fine. But when she grows into an actual little person, with, you know, everything that comes along with that, there's a point where I think that she needs to make the choice for herself, and it sort of, it comes down to her. You know? Basically, I feel like there's a point where you stop with that stuff and you let her choose. And I think we're already sort of approaching that point now. Not that she's gonna say, "Oh yeah, I want to be in your videos, Dad," but she's not gonna say that. But yeah. Anyway. It's whatever. I was just wondering about what I could do. Maybe I'll get Eileen to edit videos or put something together, or I'll see what she wants to do or how she feels about it. I can present the case to her. I just don't know exactly what I would do with it. Or how I would do it. We'll see. We'll see. I've been saving clips, but, you know. I'm not the one who should make these choices. I have been saving them. I need to set up a system where I can tag. I think I'm not sure if Stream Deck has it. I think it might be a Stream Deck feature. Let me look quickly. Where you can, like, put a marker in a stream, right? So it's like I don't know if it's a Twitch or a Stream Deck thing, but, like, you can put a marker in the stream. Then it makes, like, a marker, or I don't know if it's like a like a timestamp, or if it's something else, but you save a marker, and then you can come back later and clip it or check it or whatever, and then that's like an easy-ish way to find the clips and stuff that you're looking for. There we go. Oh, shit. People make Gmail accounts for their kids, write them emails, use up drive space to upload videos, memorable moments and things. Yeah. Yeah, we do that. Now we go back. But I mean, I save so many, like Lillian's gonna have such a blessed time when she's a bit older. She's gonna be able to, you know, see back into her whole life, all the big stuff that happened, and it's gonna be really nice. Like, I think a lot of people don't do enough of that for their kids. And I mean, the only reason I even, like, went through the effort and everything is because it's just, you know, again, something that can be really big. Like, I personally never had that as a kid, and, well, yeah, it's nice to be able to see. First photos of yourself are black and white. Yeah, same. I mean, indeed. Hey! Hello, Koos, what up? I think I might have said that wrong. Hello, Koos? Whatever. Yo, hi, nice to see you. I'm not playing using a VPN. I just had to install the game using a VPN, and then after that, it was smooth sailing. That was it. There's always one person who doesn't care about the cocoa seeds. Which is fine with us, obviously. One more. The last one is down here at the end. If you didn't have a map, how would you know to run through that rock? You don't. You wouldn't. You'd find it if you explored and you, like, sort of, you know, you went out of your way to try and see what's going on. Like, I think you could probably find it if you just, like, look, but, like, you wouldn't know to look there, so it would all be quite luck based. Back attack, dude. Move. Ow. There we go. Now we can go back. The thing is, you know, you can't even rub your face on every rock. That's the problem, right? Because like this game has a terrible system where you keep getting stuck like this. Look. It's also one of my biggest, like, complaints about the game is that you keep getting stuck when you try running into rocks. You can't do it smoothly. So many gold sellers? Yeah, it's crazy. I'm closing it. Are we done? Hey man, that's fantastic. Listen. Halakus, the game's definitely worth checking out, especially because it's free, and I gotta say, like, if you're a fan of, like, action RPGs and I guess even MMOs in general, you'll get some enjoyment out of this. You know, you will. You will. It'll be fun. So definitely check it out. Also, hey, man, thanks. if you have in fact looked in South African streamer streams, or thanks for just checking the stream out. Much obliged, man. Nursing duties are never over. Always look back, look after your SO, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Snooze and Germs, you like the game, but the control layout drives you crazy. It does. It does me too. It's kind of a weird thing where they tried to go half MMO and half MMO and half action RPG, and they got stuck somewhere in between. I don't know, man. I also have some like small issues with it, but I feel like it's the kind of thing that you sort of get over and get used to over time. Hey man, fantastic. South Africa's okay when we have electricity and working internet. Oh, and us here in Neisner, water. God damn, dude, we've had so much with water. Like, our water is just down like every second day. Anyway, yeah, yeah. Okay, we go to the monastery now. Did the instance. I can teleport up here. I feel like my mount is faster now. I don't know if it's my crystalline aura that's doing that. Yeah, man, we have the same here. Like, constantly people are working on pipes, breaking pipes, repairing pipes. Oh, God, putting in new pipes. Ah. It's the and then the other thing that they do is roads. It's like they can't just let it be. They're constantly digging up roads, dude. The other day we sat for 45 minutes in traffic on the way to school. We actually had to phone the school because all the parents who were trying to go to school got stuck on the N2, on the national road, because that's, you have to drive a little bit on the N2 to get there. They got stuck on the national road because they closed the road entirely to tar like this tiny little section of road, and it took them so damn long. Traffic was backed up all the way into town. The school had to keep the children there for like half an hour extra just because. It's such an annoyance. Got a favor to ask you. And you know, they do it at exactly school going out time. They don't do it super early in the morning or super late in the afternoon. They don't do it at night or whatever. They do it like right in the middle of the day. Bam. Not an off-peak at all. Got a favor to ask you. When I was cleaning the monastery courtyard, the demons suddenly attacked, so I fled here. But now I can't get in the building because the demons walking around the front entrance. Could you possibly vanquish them? Wow. Then tell Father Hendren that I'm fine. Yeah.
I'm Thenon, and I belong to a unit led by Sir Bernard.
I was able to admit it, but I was running from the demons when I fell here. If it weren't for the Father Enville, I'd already be dead. So you're looking for Thyra and Armin? They went to the monastery to save Sir Bernard. Unfortunately, the situation's hopeless. Our forces led by Bernard all but completely annihilated. You'll be able to hear more details from Abbot Efferin at the monastery. Okay, so I don't know if I've been here. I really just can't remember where I stopped. When I was playing the beta, but I get the feeling this is a new zone. Okay, let's go. These are the demons. Oh, you know what? I think I actually have points to spend. Let's just check quickly. Oh, indeed I do. I think I might be very close. Let's just check. Very close to being able to max another one of these abilities. I am close, but not quite there. I still think that's the best one. Try this. Yeah, good shit. Wait. Oh, I need to kill more. Okay. What are we using here? No, I'm still not happy with it. Hold on. So 28, I get a new ability. Let's try that. This music here is nice. You consider yourself lucky. You have a private well that dips off the aquifer. Oh, okay. Only issue that can happen is the aquifer can go well below your well line. Oh. No, okay. So, yeah, I mean, but is the aquifer water, like, fine to drink? If it goes below your well line, it just takes, it's a matter of time, right? Then it comes back up eventually. But like, is it okay to drink? I've heard from people around here that it's not always okay, and you sort of have to feel it on a day-to-day basis, unless you have like a proper water purification system in place or whatever. Oh, it's raining nicely today. Without being a creeper, looking at your town on Google Earth, it looks like a nice place, lots of green space. Dude, you can creep all you want. There are actually some fantastic photos of Neisner on the internet. It's a tourist town, man. And because of that, the municipality here tries to preserve the beauty as much as they can. So you will notice that there's a certain amount of greenage that needs to be in every neighborhood. And they don't allow above a certain amount of plots to be developed and stuff like that because of that reason. They try to keep the town clean. It's nice. It's a nice place. It's a nice place, but obviously it comes with its own issues. It's a small town. Shit happens very slowly here. Case in point right now, internet. I could disconnect at any moment now. I know it's coming because every day for the past 2 weeks we've had a lunchtime internet disconnect. It can last anywhere between an hour or half an hour, maybe even to like 3 hours. It has been so painful dealing with the ISPs and the technicians from Telkom and OpenServe trying to fix it. It really isn't cool, man. It really isn't cool. And again, I feel like maybe in a bigger town it might be quicker, but yeah, I don't know. Easier. I like this, how they effortlessly go from outdoors back to indoors and then probably back to outdoors again. I'm lucky that I even have fiber to the home in my location. Dude, the thing in this place is that there are so many rich people who live here who are like pushing for this kind of thing and actually giving money and funding and like, dude, I feel like, yes, there's a part of luck involved, but at the same time, I feel like it was inevitable because of them. Like, if it didn't come here from Telkom and OpenServe, someone probably would have actually personally paid for it out of their pocket. You'd be surprised how much money some people have around here. It's crazy. Did you know... did you say you know about Father Envel's whereabouts? So he's safe. I thought he was going to be surrounded and end up suffering at the hands of those demons. No, he's fine. But yeah, I mean, I am lucky to have fiber regardless. It's good. It's nice. And it's nice and fast for the most part.
You're the adventurer Prince Thirain talked about.
Yes, it's me. Bernard risked his life to protect the priests. Thanks to him, we were able to prevent the demons from attacking the monastery. However, we didn't expect him to use the underground canal. Bernard went down to the catacombs to stop them. We haven't heard from him since. Thirain also rushed down there to see what happened. Should be able to find the underground levels of the monastery. Never imagined the demons would infiltrate through the underground canal. I won't tolerate such monstrosities setting foot in sacred ground. If it's alright with you, can you please vanquish them? Okay. Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, they are being forced to cut out the copper because the copper is being cut out by the people. Dude, oh my god. Did you know we actually had locally here, some people dug up fiber cables? Dude. People dug up fiber cables because they were like, oh, this is going to make us so much money. Yeah, they were disappointed when they realized it was not actually going to make them any money. Good lord, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, aquifers filtered water by nature, different layers of soil, safer and healthier than fresh water found at the surface, in lakes, ponds, rivers, etc. As it's always in contact with air, so it contains many bacteria. The taste of the groundwater is sweet, which will enhance your mood. That sounds fantastic. Sorry, I actually really don't know much about aquifers. So, like, it's the first time hearing really about people using it for water, drinking and stuff. I just know that, as an example, there are 1 or 2 aquifers in certain places around here, which they have signs that say this is only for pets to use or whatever. And, like, I guess it's just because it's like a cheapo little, like, well that's like this far into the ground or whatever. But that's cool to hear, man. That's fantastic. There's apparently something lying here somewhere. Is it in the pews here? Ah, here it is.
It's a massacre.
What did they hope they would get by digging up the wrapped glass fiber? Dude, what do they ever hope to get? Riches beyond imagination is what they hope to get. You know, no, you know what they did? Next door neighbors of ours, right? They have a guest house. They had a beautiful little sign of an armadillo on the front of their house. Okay, metal. I don't know, stainless steel. Don't know what it is. Don't know what it is. They had a little light next to it. They had a little number. Okay? You know, there's a video of some fool coming there in the middle of the night because they have a camera and prying it off their wall. They took their sign, they took their light, and they took their number. They pried it off their wall so they could steal that tiny little piece of metal and the light off the wall outside their house in the street. They stole that. So you ask why they dig up. You ask why they dig up the internet cables. Shit, man. Desperation makes you do funny things, I guess. Funny things. Insane. Dude, insane. And let me tell you, dude, let me tell you, it took that guy like a half an hour to get that off the wall. Yeah, God, he's going to enjoy his little armadillo picture. It's called the Armadillo Guest House or something it was. Anyway, he's going to enjoy his little picture. I don't know, man. I don't know. Whatever. The armadillo one's actually down the road. It's like in a different neighborhood. But our neighbors had their number. They had their number stolen. It's crazy, man. So yeah, people in this country, man, and I understand it completely. I understand it completely, but like, they really need something. Like it's and you. I mean, at the same time, I can't blame them for being desperate. You can't. Like, it's unfortunate. Everyone's having a rough time right now. It's really unfortunate. But damn, you can go too far. What's happening in your area right now? There's a small bucky, a pickup truck that comes around on recycling day and steals certain materials from everyone's bins. Oh my God, they actually use a car for that? Yeah, I mean, we have that kind of thing too, where they come and dig through the bags and stuff, but like, they actually come in organized, really. Okay. Oh God, like, wow. Hey, yeah, I mean, they're making it work for them, apparently. Defeat Watchers of Darkness. Okay. That's the Watcher, right? Yeah, yeah. Dude, there are so many areas in this game that seem to take like direct and immediate and 100% full inspiration from Diablo. There are a lot of them, man. Like, we had an area earlier that looked exactly like Act 3 Diablo. Diablo 3, Act 3. We've had like so many different straight up copies. It's nice. It's fine. Like they gotta do it. You know, they gotta do it. Why not? Huh? Why not? If it works for them and it looks good, then cool.
Old man, you're still alive. Thank the gods.
Not for much longer. I'm afraid. I hoped I could see you take the crown with my very own eyes.
Is there nothing you can do?
Your Highness, it's too late for me.
Don't say that. I'll make Sherrit pay for this. I swear it.
A king must control his anger. A king must rule his subjects with kindness. A king must believe in himself. Vanquisher will surely shine again. Use it to restore Luterra to its glory. As the kingdom of knights I believe in.
Yeah, that sucks. That guy had some truly terrible voice acting. Dun dun dun.
I never should have called for reinforcements. I did this. Damn it. Damn it.
It seems like Prince Thirain is deeply heartbroken. He's never shown himself like that before.
You think there's a way to cheer him up? I'll dance. Oh.
Sir Bernard has been like a grandfather to the prince, especially after His Highness lost his father.
The kindly lords always nurtured the sense of pride in the Prince of Luterra. I remember how they would fondly exchange words as they listened to the Song of Valor together. Song of Valor, let's play it.
Sir Bernard must have been extremely precious to Thirain.
Song of Valor, do you happen to know that tune? Hope Thirain can be encouraged somehow. I do know it. How do I play it though?
The Song of Valor. That was his favorite song. Come. We have much to do.
I still haven't got a new weapon, man. I'm just looking at it right now. That shitty little thing's still floating around there next to me.
Thank you. You're always around to help me out.
I'll see you outside. For everyone's sake now, it's not the time to falter.
I've made up my mind, but there's still a problem.
The heck is this? Oh, it's 12 o'clock. Did it just reset? Huh. Strange. There's a plant under here. Well, it's supposed to empower my Kamehamehas, you know? It's supposed to empower me and make me do more damage and shit, but like, I don't know. 13 on this. It ain't working. Cause it's like, I don't know if I can check the level on it, but it's like, it's really old. Where is it? Oh, I mean, I guess it's level 110. It's fine, I guess. I suppose. I don't know. Dude, Kaioken 10 times? Look. Look. I do have that. It's amazing. You can do once, twice, and then I'm gonna unlock the third time at some point. I don't know when. I do have that. It's exactly how they activate Kaioken. I'm so glad they phased that out, by the way. They don't really use that. I don't think they use that so much anymore, I should say. It was unnecessary. When is the next Dragon Ball coming out? Now I'm excited for Dragon Ball again. I want more.
Adventurer, may the gods be with you.
Thank you. The refugees are seeking shelter, and I feel safer now.
It's a massacre. We should pray about this.
We should pray about this. Okay. This is a little awkward. May I ask you for one more favor? I have a student named Piamo. He said he'd go out and meet his sister Rowella, who supposedly returned here with Prince Thirain. Hasn't returned, though. Should have been able to get to Freyad village and back by now. It's possible he's just hanging around the village. Him and his sister are quite close. I got a bad feeling, though. Will you keep an eye on your way? Sure. So, I must tell you one thing I've not been impressed by is the quests and the variety and the types and all that stuff in this game. The questing in this game is very straightforward and very plain. I guess the plus side is that it's super simplistic. And it's like, you know, you talk, done. You talk, you kill, done, etc., etc. You know, it's fine. It's fine. But like, I do feel like they could have been a little bit more inspired when they did it. Like after doing Guild Wars 2's HOTS and stuff like that. Apparently using Kaioken along with Super Saiyan forms would exert them too much and probably kill them. Oh, so they don't use it anymore. Gotcha,
I've made up my mind.
Makes sense.
But there's still a problem.
The old man, I mean Sir Bernard's unit, could be said to comprise of the core strength of our forces, but at this rate...
Give me that look. Actually, I told Armin about my concerns, and he gave me a wise answer.
He said we should go meet a faction that hasn't decided which side they'd be on. I told him there's a village called Fryad near the monastery. I'll be heading there with the militia. In the meantime, could you ask Armin to help support the warrior priests of the Medric monastery? Rather than have me ask. I think it would be better if a fellow priest like Armin were to ask them. Wouldn't want them to be any unnecessary burdens. Okay. Yeah, I guess quests have never been a big draw in this kind of game. It's true, it's true.
Speak to Abbot Eferin? I already have.
Actually, the abbot's been looking for you, Lurm, to discuss that matter about Eferin. Abbot Eferin has always supported the late king and our prince. Perhaps you'd like to talk to the abbot yourself. I'll be treating the wounded at the monastery. Please go ahead to Freyad village. Okay. Oh, hey, Hasnitz, good luck, man. Shit, dude.
Of course. I've been meaning to accommodate Prince Thirain's request.
I've been making preparations since I heard Sir Bernard on his way. Medric Monastery will fight with Prince Thirain. Please send word of our intent to Xenon, captain of the warrior priests. However, there's one more thing that concerns me. The Xenon fellow can be a bit stubborn, you see. The attacks on the crowning ceremony and Sir Bernard clearly point toward the possibility that Sharit is in league with the demons, but there's no way to prove it yet. Xenon's the type of person who requires hard evidence to be convinced. Then again, he tends to feel obliged to return favors. So, would you vanquish some demons attacking the monastery on the way to Xenon? Okay.
May the gods be with you.
There's some weird shit going on with this map over here. But we'll figure it out. Okay, let's go. What's that crystal? There are apparently two different fruits right here. But it seems like the only way to get them is to play a song here. Oh, in front of the statue, it makes them appear. It's the Song of Resonance. I don't think I have that. What's the key for the sheet music? Is F2. Yeah, I don't have that. Resonance. Where are the enemies? Hello? Not here, apparently. The hell? That was quick. They were running really fast. What are these damn crystals everywhere? Hey, Shrinko. Yo, man. What up? I'm not finding any demons to kill. That's weird. Here we go. Here we go. I'm now seeing that the cooldown reduction really isn't worth it. Like, I tried the cooldown reduction on this thing now, and it just doesn't seem to reduce the cooldown enough. I mean, it's still the best option. I guess the stun is good too. I've not been to Luterra Castle, no. I'm in this area now, whatever this means. Is the dog somewhere? Yeah, here we go. I'm in Medric Monastery.
Who are you? Your Prince Thyrane's companion?
I see. Actually, I've watched you from afar earlier. You're quite adept at slaying those demons. Thank you for doing that. To help the warrior priests. I suppose the abbot sent you? Since he decided to join forces with Thyrane. I already saw that coming. In principle, a cleric should not become involved in politics without particularly good reason. However, none of that matters right now. We've already independently gathering evidence of Regent Sherit's collusion with the demons. The warrior priest of Medic Morrissey will follow Thyrane. See you on the battlefield. Okay. Easy enough. Yeah, this place is kind of cool so far. There's a worn diary inside the monk's garb. Tomorrow my sister returns. Haven't seen them for years. I was so relieved to know she was safe. I can't wait to see her again. My sweet Ruella, becoming a knight in the service of Prince Thyrane. What a joyous day. Tomorrow, I'll set out early and greet her. Well, shit. Adventurer, I have something to ask you. I've sent Sister Maggie to draw some holy water for fighting off the demons, but she hasn't returned. Could you go check on her? Oh, Maggie. Oh, shit. Will you please relight the sacred flame so the demons can't keep approaching us? The flames were extinguished when the demons attacked. Help me out? Let Sister Maggie know when you're done. She's in the back. So it's 2 different quests. Okay. Do we have to slay demons here, or 5? Relight the torches. Oh, here. Is this them? No, what the shit is this? Are these herbs to gather? Oh, I don't know what that is. What the heck constitutes a sacred torch? Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Oh, damn. Okay, it's a bit of a distance now. This looks like gathering. What are these? Does anyone know? Looks like it's the plants that are glowing. They are sparkles. It's for a quest. Oh. Oh, from her. Martel asked you to do this? What a relief. The sisters in the back were scared because of the demons. Thank you so much. May the light of Regulus be with you. Hi, could you give me a hand? I've been purifying the area around here. Can barely keep up. Could you draw some holy water for me? Oh. Yo, Shrinko. I'll see you later, man. Good luck. Good luck. Thank you. I hope the queue isn't too long. Since everyone's busily fighting off the demons, I'll do my part to purify the area as quick as I can. Holy water will reduce the casualties. Thanks so much for your help. Adventurer, you headed to Freyad village. May I ask you something? Originally, the monsters dared not approach here because of the sacred power of our barrier. Recently, though, the power of the purification has weakened, perhaps because of the demons. I've prepared holy water for that reason. Could you please purify the stone statues around here? Okay. I can. I can. Can do, can do. I actually want to go up here as well, because I think there is, in fact, a popo seed. Oh, hey. It. Dude, the biggest issue I have is that there's only one. If there was 2 charges of dodge, I'd be so happy. The only thing I really don't like about the gameplay is that your nebulous step here is and it says it's skill level 1, which is max, which makes me believe that because it's max, there won't be more. But like, I really, honestly, I think there should be 2 charges of dodge. Like when you get to level 30 or whatever, they should give you a second charge. I don't know if it works like that ever, but as Scrapper, you get 2. Aww. Aww. I'd really prefer that, man. Use skills as dodges? Yeah, I know, but it's not so great. Like this one, for instance. And they take a lot. I'm actually going to try, yes. Like, chain step is actually a dodge. But like, the distance on it, and it bugs out, as you can see sometimes. And the distance on it's just not great. Try. That works. Yeah, maybe. The scrap is the one of the big fist weapons. Yeah, that's right. I guess it is just part of the design, yeah. I mean, that's fine, right? I should just be using that. I considered Scrapper, but this one was so much DBZ like that I couldn't not pick this one. It's too cool. You regret not going War Dancer. But you level 40 now and want to start from scratch the 4th time. Is War Dancer one of the warriors? Which one is War Dancer? Is it one? It is one of the warriors, right? Yeah, I mean it's cool and all, but like, I don't know, man. Scrapper seems great. Martial artist. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I feel like there are so many good-looking classes in this game. Don't you get boosts later that you can use when you get max level? Just boost it later. I don't know. Or maybe save the boost. I don't know. I don't know. Focuses on buffing more. Okay. All right. What is that, by the way? There's a leaf here. Is this finally some gathering I can do? Ava. Excuse me, adventurer. I'm Ava from Freya village. Ever since Sharit seized control of the regime, our village has lost all access to food. Several villages have already starved to death. I set out to gather food for us, but now I'm trapped here by these locusts. Could you help out? Use this bug bomb to get rid of them. I was supposed to use it, but I'm too scared to move. Please, tell my sister Kelly I'm here. Okay. Bug bomb, huh? Press F5 to use quest item. Where is it? Alright, I'll do it. Dreamwalker flower. Oh. Okay. That is your name, yes. So I've seen. So I know. Ah, suck it. I guess I'm gathering a little bit. Oh, my F5 is gone now. There's a lot of quests to hand in. I'm definitely leveling. So tonight I might make level 30. If I don't know. I was considering maybe playing Guild Wars tonight, but maybe I'll play this too. Like while the hype is real. We'll get back to Guild Wars, obviously. I'll play a few more Guild Wars, at least a few more days of Guild Wars before the expansion comes out and before Elden Ring comes out. But yeah, probably gonna play more Lost Ark while I'm hyped for it. You're amused by the fact that you're weaker than your bird. What is your bird?
War is a terrible affair.
I thought he was going to say that it never changes. Close, dude, close. You purified the area. That's one less thing to worry about. Thank you. I'm so grateful for your help. Okay. Ava's stuck outside the village. I suppose she ventured out without getting any food. I should go after her and get her back. Thank you so much. I could not have lost my... Well, I could have lost my sister. I feel like they should have... Like, I'm just thinking about it now. I don't think I'm getting enough real upgrades, man. Ah, there we go. Holy crap, those are way cooler shoulder pads. And here, I mean, I just complained about it, now I'm getting it. But like, yeah, there, finally, okay. Like, I was just thinking, like, definitely could do with some more... Is that the frost grenade? I definitely could do with some more, like, you know, special, cool-looking armors, different-looking armors, whatever. Like, I need the chest piece now to go with this set that I've been picking up here. I just feel like that's one of the things that they have not really been giving me very much of. I'm leveling a lot, but not getting that many upgrades along the way. It feels cool getting upgrades, you know? Ruella, what's up? Heard so much about you. Thyran seems to be quite fond of you, I guess. You've got some serious skills, huh? What did you say? I haven't actually tried Sharpshooter. Nicer gear supposed to come later. Yeah, I just want to see some visual changes on my character, I guess. Say that again. If you're joking, I'll kill you right there. My brother? Oh, right, the brother. Yeah, the letter. I was just told he's safe and sound at Medric. That's what Abrit Efren said. Ridiculous. Must have heard how dangerous it is right now. He's not a kid anymore. I'm so sorry, I lost my temper. Oh, Piamo. Brother's dead, dude. Brother's dead. Yeah, I just like seeing my character change, you know, evolve over time. I like having like a marked difference over the levels. I guess I'm getting it now. If it's every 5 to 10 levels, I suppose that's fine, actually.
You're here. So what did the Medric Monastery say?
The warrior priest will join us. That's gracious of them. I've arrived in the village myself, and as expected, the regent's tyranny is causing turmoil for everyone here. Recently, brigands have appeared in the vicinity to add to the villagers' suffering. Would you find out more about their situation? Yeah, I've been told that it's a possibility that they would, you know, use the cash store to make it kind of difficult to get your character looking cool without spending actual money.
The village chief Barchan.
Currently, we don't have any... I don't even have a single day's worth of food. The regent took all our supplies, you see. To make matters worse, the dust pocket brigands in the southern hills are raiding us. At first, they took our food. Now, there's nothing to take. They began abducting people, taking our young women, possibly to ransom. However, we don't have the energy to be outraged by this. Okay, okay. No energy.
This won't do it all. It was bad enough they steal from us. Now they abduct our people?
Indeed. I'll no longer stand by and just watch as Shriek's forces wreak havoc. I must find a way to help these people. Would you help me find a way? Sure. Oh god, what the hell? Now he just disappears and he appears up there. Everyone in our village is suffering from hunger. Hiding out here, away from the region's forces, has driven us to our limit. The villagers have finally set out to look for food, but it can't stand any longer. Can you help them, please? Okay. I was about to say, I actually looked at the store and there was like basically nothing there. There's one costume and it's not even that special as far as I remember. Let me have a look quickly. Skin, right? Oh, I mean, that's okay. It's nice, but it's nothing special. In my opinion, at least, I don't know. Master Forager quest. Okay. Let's have a look. See here. Hey, these just appeared. I didn't actually look now what the... Oh, okay. I need to talk to the Master Awela. Yeah, so it's like it's the same as the other ones again. Same as the other ones.